This guide shows you how to copy music from iTunes to an SD card for use in your car. This guide may not work in all situations, as it really depends on what format your car's entertainment system can play. First of all, we need to open Computer or this PC. If you're running Windows 7, click on the Start button, then click on Computer. If you're running Windows 10, then click on this yellow folder down here, or if you don't have a yellow folder, click on the Start button and then click on this icon, File Explorer, just here. Now click This PC. If you have an SD card slot in your computer, insert the SD card into the slot now. If you have an SD card reader, insert the SD card into the slot of the reader and then plug the reader into your computer. Keep an eye under Devices and Drivers and check to see what appears. As I saw there, G drive appears. This is the drive that's been allocated to my SD card. Please be aware this will differ from machine to machine. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to minimize this window by clicking on this little button just up the top here. And then we need to go into iTunes. Once iTunes is opened, we need to click on an album to get the track listing up. There we go. We click on the first track that we want to copy to the SD card, and we hold down the Shift key on the keyboard and click the last track that we want to copy to the SD card. Then we right click and then move our mouse over the word copy and left click. We can then minimize iTunes by clicking on this little icon up in the top left right hand corner. We then need to reopen this PC by clicking on this yellow folder down here. Then we double click here on the drive that has been allocated as our SD drive. Mine, in the case of mine, that's G, so double click there. Find an empty space on the screen and then click the right mouse button. Move our mouse down to paste and click the left mouse button. This will now copy the files across. Now, in some cases you might get this message, are you sure that you want to copy this file without its properties? If this comes up, then that's absolutely fine. I would recommend ticking do this for all current items. So left click the box next to do this for all current items and then left click yes. This will now copy the files across to your SD card. Okay, the files have now copied across, so we click on the cross just up here to close this down, and then we click on iTunes down the bottom here and we click on the cross for iTunes again. We can repeat this for as many times as we like, for as many albums as we like. Next thing we need to do is to eject the drive. So we're looking for this icon here. Now if you can't see it down by the clock, you need to click on the arrow just here like I did, and then we right click on this icon and we left click eject, which is next to the drive that's been allocated as our SD card. It will then say safe to remove. The G drive can now be safely removed from this computer. We can now unplug the card from the computer or the card reader from the computer. And that's it. That's how you copy an album to an SD card to be used in a car. Thanks for watching.